Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Express grief verbally. Intense or sharp. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Keen winds. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Very good. A funeral lament sung with loud wailing. Having a sharp cutting edge or point. A keen blade. Express grief verbally. We lamented the death of the child. Regret strongly. We lamented the loss of benefits. A mournful poem, a lament for the dead. A cry of sorrow and grief. Their pitiful laments could be heard throughout the ward. A song or hymn of mourning composed or performed as a memorial to a dead person. Delicately beautiful. An exquisite cameo. Lavishly elegant and refined. Intense or sharp. Suffered exquisite pain. Of extreme beauty. Her exquisite face. An excerpt cut from a newspaper or magazine. The act of penetrating or opening open with a sharp edge. The activity of selecting the scenes to be shown and putting them together to create a film. The act of diluting something. The cutting of whiskey with water. The act of cutting something into parts. His cutting of the cake made a terrible mess. A part, sometimes a root or leaf or bud, removed from a plant to propagate a new plant through rooting or grafting. Of speech, harsh or hurtful in tone or character. Cutting remarks. The act of shortening something by chopping off the ends. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. A cutting wind. Removing parts from hard material to create a desired pattern or shape. The division of a deck of cards before dealing. The cutting of the cards soon became a ritual. Unpleasantly cold and damp. A piece cut off from the main part of something. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Knife-like cold. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Icy knife-like reasoning. Cutting or able to cut as if with a knife. Having a sharp or distinct edge. A narrow knife-like profile. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Lancinating pain. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. Piercing knife-like pains. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Causing physical or especially psychological injury. A stabbing remark. Painful as if caused by a sharp instrument. A stabbing pain. Extremely sharp or severe. Acute pain. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. An acute observer of politics and politicians. Ending in a sharp point. A mark placed above a vowel to indicate pronunciation. Having or experiencing a rapid onset and short but severe course. Acute appendicitis. Of critical importance and consequence. An acute, or critical, lack of research funds. Of an angle, less than 90 degrees. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Showing or indicating careful judgment and discernment, especially in matters of taste. The discriminating eye of the connoisseur. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Incisive comments. Suitable for cutting or piercing. Incisive teeth. Tending to penetrate. Having the power of entering or piercing. A cold penetrating wind. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Penetrating insight. Tending to penetrate. Having the power of entering or piercing. A toxic penetrative spray applied to the surface. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. Frequent penetrative observations. Of something seen or heard, clearly defined. A sharp photographic image. Marked by practical hard-headed intelligence. Changing suddenly in direction and degree. The road twists sharply after the light. Extremely steep. A sharp drop. Having or emitting a high-pitched and sharp tone or tones. Having or demonstrating ability to recognize or draw fine distinctions. As sharp and incisive as the stroke of a fang. Harsh. Sharp criticism. Ending in a sharp point. A long thin sewing needle with a sharp point. A musical notation indicating 1/2 step higher than the note named. Having or made by a thin edge or sharp point, suitable for cutting or piercing. A sharp knife. Keenly and painfully felt, as if caused by a sharp edge or point. A sharp pain. Of a musical note, raised in pitch by one chromatic semitone. C sharp. Quick and forceful. A sharp blow. Very sudden and in great amount or degree. A sharp drop in the stock market. Very good. Discourage or frighten with threats or a domineering manner. Intimidate. A cruel and brutal fellow. Very good. He did a bully job. Be bossy towards. A hired thug. Very good. A sudden sharp noise. He heard the cracking of the ice. Very good. The act of cracking something. The process whereby heavy molecules of naphtha or petroleum are broken down into hydrocarbons of lower molecular weight, especially in the oil refining process. A sailing vessel with 2 masts. A small mizzen is aft of the rudder post. A man who is much concerned with his dress and appearance. Very good. In an advanced stage of pregnancy. Was great with child. Of major significance or importance. A great work of art. Uppercase. Grade A. Very good. Had a great time at the party. A person who has achieved distinction and honor in some field. He is one of the greats of American music. Relatively large in size or number or extent, larger than others of its kind. A great juicy steak. Remarkable or out of the ordinary in degree or magnitude or effect. A great crisis. British informal, very chic. Groovy clothes. Very good. Free from clumsiness, precisely or deftly executed. The neat exactness of the surgeon's knife. Clean or organized. Her neat dress. Superficially impressive, but lacking depth and attention to the true complexities of a subject. It was a neat plan, but bound to fail. Very good. A neat sports car. Of an alcoholic drink, without water. Took his whiskey neat. Showing care in execution. Neat homework. Very good. Very good. Skilled through long experience. An old offender. Belonging to some prior time. Just preceding something else in time or order. My old house was larger. Very good. We had a grand old time. Of a very early stage in development. Of long duration, not new. Old tradition. Past times, especially in the phrase, in days of old. Used especially of persons, having lived for a relatively long time or attained a specific age. His mother is very old. Used for emphasis, very familiar. Good old boy. Of something resembling a peach in color. Very good. Very good. The act of breaking something into small pieces. Very good. You look simply smashing. Expand abnormally. The bellies of the starving children are swelling. Come up, as of feelings and thoughts, or other ephemeral things. Smoke swelled from it. Become filled with pride, arrogance, or anger. The mother was swelling with importance when she spoke of her son. A man who is much concerned with his dress and appearance. The undulating movement of the surface of the open sea. Come up, as of a liquid. Very good. A crescendo followed by a decrescendo. A rounded elevation, especially one on an ocean floor. Cause to become swollen. The water swells the wood. Increase in size, magnitude, number, or intensity. The music swelled to a crescendo. Extremely sharp or severe. Intense itching and burning. Of color, having the highest saturation. Intense blue. Possessing or displaying a distinctive feature to a heightened degree. Intense heat.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.